Welcome once again to Commander by Dana. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Brett. Huge thanks to Brett and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Brett reached out asking for a deck led by Iroh, Grand Lotus, and I was more than happy to build it for him. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Iroh Grand Lotus is a 6-mana 5/5 legendary human noble ally with Firebending 2. During our turn, each non-lesson instant and sorcery card has flashback. The flashback cost is equal to that card's mana cost. Additionally, during our turn, each lesson card in our graveyard has flashback 1. Okay, so we can recast lessons for cheap, but we can also pull off my favorite combo in Magic. And since we're in Teamer, we can pull off my second favorite combo in Magic. I'll explain the combos real quick for those of you who only want to watch the first minute or so of the video. If we have Thousand Year Storm on board, we can use our commander to cast an instant or sorcery from our graveyard, or just cast one from our hand. Doesn't really matter which one, we just need to get the ball rolling. Our second spell is Solve the Equation. Thousand Year Storm copies it, so we get to search for 2 instants or sorceries and put them into our hand. The cards we want are Insult Injury and Lightning Bolt. We then cast Insult from our hand, which is the third spell we've cast this turn. This means that all damage is doubled 3 times, or 2 to the third, or times 8. We then use our commander to cast Insult from the graveyard again, making it the 4th spell we've cast this turn. Now all damage is doubled 7 times, or 2 to the 7th, or times 128. When we cast Lightning Bolt, each of our 5 total copies of Lightning Bolt will deal 384 damage. That's right, we set this whole thing up so we could win the game with a Lightning Bolt. My other favorite combo also involves Thousand Year Storm. We basically loop Narset's Reversal with Manamorphose till we draw enough cards to find a win condition and make everyone cry. Always delightful. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from new sponsor, T-Fury. Every day, T-Fury has new designs that are on sale, but as you can see, they also have a great collection of other shirts. Anime, D&D, 80s retro, comic books, Lord of the Rings. There are thousands of shirts to choose from. I've been a loyal customer of theirs for 10 years, and I'm so happy to finally be sponsored by them. Click the link down below to see new designs and to add to your geek wardrobe. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Dana as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Misty Rainforest, Scalding Tarn, Wooded Foothills, Windswept Heath, Polluted Delta, Bloodstained Mire, Ketria Triome, Breeding Pool, Steam Vents, Stomping Ground, Rejuvenating Springs, Training Center, Spire Garden, Dreamroot Cascade, Stormcarved Coast, Rockfall Vale, Rimewood Falls, Volatile Fjord, Highland Forest, Scavenger Grounds, 7 Forests, 4 Islands, and 4 Mountains. We've got a few extra forests because most of our ramp is green. For mana ramp, we're running Cycle of Renewal, Shared Roots, Stormcone Artist, Farseek, Nature's Lore, 3 Visits, Rampant Growth, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Skyshroud Claim, Burgeoning, Exploration, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Seething Song, and Mana Geyser. Mostly land ramp, but a couple of thematic cards as well. Our card advantage package consists of Waterbending Lesson, Archmage Emeritus, Teferi's Ageless Insight, Windfall, Wheel of Misfortune, Illuminate History, Seagate Restoration, Underworld Breach, and Solve the Equation. We've also got a rather nice cantrip package in Abandon Attachments, Accumulate Wisdom, Seismic Sense, Price of Freedom, Manamorphose, Faithless Looting, Consider, Teachings of the Archaics, and Frantic Search. Wanted lots of ways to churn through our deck and find our win cons. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Origin of Metal Bending, Redirect Lightning, Octopus Form, It'll Quench Ya, Introduction to Annihilation, Secret of Bloodbending, Soka's Haiku, Narset's Reversal, Abrade, Commit Memory, Chaos Warp, Counterspell, Negate, An Offer You Can't Refuse, Insult Injury, and Lightning Bolt. Gotta close out the game somehow. Our board wipes consist of Cyclonic Rift, Blasphemous Act, and Delayed Blast Fireball. Gotta love one-sided wipes. The core of our deck consists of Thousand Year Storm, Arcane Bombardment, Reiterate, Expansion Explosion, Twin Cast, Return the Favor, Reverberate, Crackle with Power, and Raistorm Conduit. Those last two are additional win cons, as I'm sure you guessed. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 54 mana sources, but between 37 lands, 16 pieces of ramp, and 1 MDFC. A bit high, but we've got a 6 mana commander and some rather expensive combos, so that's to be expected. 9 pieces of card advantage, plus 9 cantrips, 16 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds and Commit Memory, several Sudden Eye win cards, but I did want to talk about Raistorm Conduit. Obviously, we have lots of ways to make huge amounts of mana, cast Crackle with Power, and win the game. I've made tons of mana with Mana Geyser before, as I'm sure we all have. But Iroh lets us cast it again from our graveyard. So now we have an absurd amount of mana, and we can just cast Crackle with Power and close out the game. That's without using Thousand Year Storm. But we also have Raistorm Conduit and 5 copy effects. All we have to do is wait for any instant or sorcery to be on the stack, cast a copy effect, then another copy effect targeting that first copy effect, and boom, we win the game. Wait a minute, Dane, once those spells resolve, we only have 3 total copies of the original spell that was cast. The original plus 2 copies. You are correct, dear viewer. But Raistorm Conduit cares about spells being copied. Whenever we copy an instant or sorcery spell, Ral deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. So we copy a spell, then copy the copy. This creates a copy that can copy the second copy. I'll use spells as an example. Let's say we cast Consider. We then target the Consider with Reiterate. We then target the Reiterate with Expansion. Expansion creates a copy of Reiterate. That new copy targets Expansion. The new copy of Expansion then targets Reiterate. This is an infinite deterministic loop. We create 1,000 copies, and every time we do, we trigger Ral. So Ral deals 1,000 damage for us. Delightful. Do you have an Iroh Grand Lotus Commander deck? What's your secret deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Congo, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel, and Zombie. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.